excited to be in Australia making an album. It's been a dream of mine. It just never seemed to work out. So to work with the people that I admire greatly on this album and to do it in Australia has really been a fantastic treat. I'm really delighted with it. And doing my favourite thing, which is singing duets, it couldn't be better.
True lead of this project was obviously Olivia.
I love to harmonise, and I always find that you get a different energy from everyone you sing with and a different interpretation, and I love that. I love working off somebody else. Each track is different because I've worked with many different people on this album.
To me, it was obvious that Olivia liked the song and was comfortable with it.
No matter how well, being asked to sing with Olivia Newton-John is probably a childhood fantasy more than a dream.
It's a great experience. She's a wonderful girl, never changed. She's exactly the same as she was when I first met her years and years ago. And it's a joy. It's funny that we should be getting together for the first time in the studio with my rock and roll band, you know, doing a rock track.
We have so much to talk about, including the most exciting or the most recent phase of your career, an album of duets. How do you go about changing the styles? I mean, you've got the rock and roll stuff with Billy, you've got Human Nature, Darren Hayes, Tina. I mean, lots of different styles there.
Well, when we were putting the album together, Charles Fisher, who was the producer with me, we thought about the different artists and their styles and tried to find songs that we thought would go with them, and sometimes sent them 2 or 3 songs to choose from. And Darren Hayes, for instance, wrote the song for me, so that was great.
He's a great songwriter.
Yeah, he's wonderful. And the song that I did with Human Nature was written by an Australian girl, Brooke McClymont, who's a really talented young girl.
She's a great writer too.
And Jimmy Little's song, that was written by Don Walker. So I've got a really cross-section of music and different styles, and it's fun for me because I get to sing all different ways as well.
Keith Urban on the album. He's very much following in your footsteps, I guess. A good Queensland boy, making it in Nashville and doing terrifically well, of course.
He's huge. He has a #1 country record right now, and I think he's going to cross over, as they call it.
I think he's already done that.
He's amazing. And I was on tour and he was on tour on a bus, and we managed to find one day in common, and I happened to be an hour's flight from where he was, so I flew in after my show, and we spent the day, we wrote and finished the song and recorded it all in one day in Nashville. In Nashville, where you can do that. It was really fun.
Duets are, of course, second nature to you, Olivia Newton-John. You worked in a duet way back. We've got some fantastic footage. Have a look at this footage of you in the 60s with Pat Carroll. Woohoo! This will take you back. Look at those skirts. Huh?
Chloe thinks the skirts are short now.
Yeah.
Look at us.
Those dresses back then. You two worked really hard. You both won trips to England. You played at army bases. You even played a venue called Paul Raymond's Review Bar.
Paul Raymond's Review Bar. Oh, yeah. Gosh. You see, here we were, 2 little innocent things in our miniskirts, you know. And the agent sent us down, because we would do clubs and things up north. And he sent us to this club, and we went on, and we thought it was kind of funny because there was a girl swimming behind us in a fish tank before we went on, but we didn't kind of cotton on yet.
It's always a bit of a giveaway, the girl swimming in the fish tank.
And there were guys in raincoats and not any women in the club, but still we didn't get it. And we sang a couple of songs, and they didn't go down very well because we had these little cute dresses up to here, and, you know, we're singing, you know, Can't Buy Me Love and all this stuff, and we're sitting there going, And at the end, Paul Raymond came and paid us off, you know, our full £50 or whatever it was for the week, and said, thanks, girls, but I don't think it's going to work. And we left and realised afterwards it was a strip joint. We didn't know. So we had words with our agent after that. We didn't, you know, it was very funny now. And reflecting back, it was quite amusing.
It was pointed out to me that Studio 2, just down the hallway, was where you first worked with Kevin Dennis, the Kevin Dennis auditions, just over there around the corner and down the hallway.
That was the very, very first television thing I ever did in my life, and Ian Turpie played guitar for me.
He did indeed. We actually have some footage.
Oh, you don't?
We do, I promise we do.
Oh!
Hey!
Oh, there's Ian.
That sudden summer rain,
It's Turps.
the looks we got when we got back.
Beautiful. Then you brush them off. Chloe, your daughter, your beautiful daughter,
Yeah.
is around about the same age now as you were back then. Of course,
exactly.
we saw Chloe in the performances of Hair. It's Chloe.
She's hiding.
There she is on stage. Woo! You know, having done the hard yards yourself, you must have been proud of her, by the way, this night.
Very, very proud.
And Hair, of course, in the Melbourne. Pay attention, Chloe. Please. No qualms about encouraging her to follow in a showbiz career, because you've seen the upside and the downside of it all.
If she didn't have talent, I'd be discouraging her, but she has the talent. And close your ears, I know you're getting a big head here, okay? But she has the talent and she has the tenacity, and she's grown up in that lifestyle, so she understands what it's about. And I'll be watching out over her until she's ready. And I think she's actually very much got her own ideas of what she wants to do and is following her own musical path, which is very exciting.
One of the most exciting things you've done recently is the launch of the DVD for Grease. How much fun, folks, was it seeing her and Johnny Boy up there? Huh? That must have been an absolute hoot, was it?
You know, it's really unbelievable to me because, I flew back with my band on a day off. We just happened to fall on a day off, that party. And to see the press that was there from all over the world, I mean, they're there from every country of the world, Turkey, Japan. It was like the opening. You think it was the opening of the movie all over again.
Probably bigger.
It was bigger because, you know, you didn't have to sell it. They liked it already. It was great. You didn't have to be nervous. But it was unbelievable. And it's selling like hotcakes, and we had such a wonderful time. And John, to sing with John again was really a hoot.
Yeah. What a great time. Come on, folks, sing along. No, oh, good. Who hadn't you seen for ages there amongst the cast?
Oh, I hadn't seen Ed Burns. I hadn't seen Frankie Avalon. He was there. Frankie Valli I'd seen. And Thie I see quite often.
Where'd
John I see.
Where'd you see Frankie Valli?
I saw him shopping. Actually, he was shopping.
Frankie Valli does his own shopping?
Yeah, I saw him shopping one time. A lot of the others I hadn't seen. Jeff Conaway, of course, I've seen because he was married to my sister at one time and he's still kind of in the family. And Thie I see a lot, and I see John, but a lot of the other cast members I hadn't seen, so it was great.
A lot of the guys were telling us from the cast were saying that when you first got into the leathers, when you first put on the leathers, they didn't even recognise the Sandy 2 kind of outfit. Tell me about that, because you actually walked around the set in that outfit prior to filming, is that right?
Yeah, what happened was John was filming the song Sandy. We were at a drive-in set, and I'd finished filming for the day, so I went into the wardrobe wagon to decide what outfit. They had a bunch of stuff to try on. So we eventually settled on what I was going to wear, and I thought I'd go out and show Randall Kleiser, who was the director of the outfit, and make sure he liked it. So I walked out, and it was just getting dark, and something about the outfit kind of changed my attitude. Surprise. And I had done my makeup and hair too. I did the whole thing. And suddenly I noticed that the guys were looking at me, and I'd been used to being Sandy One, you know, in this cute little outfit, and nobody really looked very much. So suddenly they were turning. I thought, now I get it. Now I get this movie even. So it was really quite amazing. And they didn't know who I was. They thought I was a new cast member because they didn't, you know, a lot of them didn't know about the end, or, you know, they didn't know when we were going to do it. So it was fun.
Yeah.
It was another one of those moments you remember.
Olivia, we're going to take a little break now,
Okay.
and we'll be back with more very shortly. Ladies and gentlemen, Olivia Newton-John.